against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. And he slings one that's incomplete. Samaje Perine, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't at.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to sack him for a loss of 6. 3rd and long for Cousins. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. Jamison Crowder from 17 yards out. And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Breeze now on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Following the interception, Cousins airing one out for Crowder. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
A second down throw for Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. On third down, Mark Ingram. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on fourth down. So here we go on fourth down with Breeze. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Thomas. 9 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down, Saints. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's work for the defense.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Now he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. And it's caught. Kobe Flainer. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. To throw is Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team is playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On first down, Breeze. He lets it go deep for Fleener. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll run here with Ingram. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken near the 13. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. And a solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a 2nd, but you're right, not to be. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Flushed out right, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And he is caught with the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Josh Doxson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sua Cravens with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here.
Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw is Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 20 yards. To throw, Cousins. He's going to let it go deep. And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. Jamison Crowder on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this Redskins offense is running away with this one. And the route is on here in this first half. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 38 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes, add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny, I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game, and he made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since.
Second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line, and most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? But where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, there's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
Cousins. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. He fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. A great play there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And this Redskins offense continues to pour it on. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Ingram again. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Throwing is Cousins. This one caught by Crowder. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the D looking like they may blitz. First down. Here's Cousins. And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. Jamison Crowder on his way to a historic performance. 4 first